Around 1 p.m., I made a double portion of instant ramen with chicken seasoning, which used up the rest of the ramen that we had. Which in a way was the intention. I ate the instant ramen in order to use it up, to ensure that it wouldn't go to waste. And then around 3:15 p.m., Mom came back from work, and on the way back home, she made a stop at Wendy's, in which she got some chili and a new Southwest avocado salad. She later had the old one that it was in the fridge. The new one's currently in the fridge. Around that time and in the hours before we left at around 6 p.m., to go to Gallo's. I don't think there was any party there that night. I believe there was a reserved table or two for somebody's birthday party, but it ended up not being relevant to Mom and I. As I don't even recall there being a cake, or if there was one, it's just exclusive to that table, but I never saw it. I think that table was out of view from the corner of the whole dining room area we were in for the karaoke night. During which I sang a total of 3 songs. Oobla Dee Oobla Da by the Beatles. Then Gallo by Coldplay. Then Velvet Underground's Pale Blue Eyes, or Pale Blue Eyes by Velvet Underground. And the whole time I was there, I wore my Dilophosaurus, a costume that I believe I got from a website called HalloweenCostumes.com. And this Dilophosaurus costume was exclusive to that site. I always do the production fast. People really seem to enjoy my costume that I put on. And my mom led me under an impression that there was going to be some kind of Halloween party tonight at Gallo's. Or at least that I should dress up at Gallo's tonight, since maybe it would be the only time I would see that karaoke host before Halloween. Though I don't remember that being said, or even me thinking of that. It's just hindsight, because I didn't really see anybody else in costume. I think a little before 7 p.m. I got an order of the pub pretzels. And then around 8:45 p.m. I decided to order something to go because Gallo's kitchens close at 9 p.m. I decided to go with getting the poutine for something to go. I figure that getting French fries with gravy, or, as the menu said, or French onion soup. This looks more like gravy to me than French onion soup, though. And of course, it comes with some cheese curds. I figured that wouldn't be too bad. On a keto diet. Yeah, potatoes are a starch, but it's not as bad as getting pretzels. Earlier in the day. I think roughly starting at either 11 in the morning or noon. And continuing into the afternoon hours. I spent some time reorganizing my marker satchel. In particular, putting in Sharpie marker colors that I would use as skin tones. And then colors I would use for those skin tones to represent things like the nooks and crannies of your outer ear, depressions on that structure, and then also colors I would use to represent the nostrils of the nose for those skin tones. It seems, depending on the skin tone, for lighter skin tones, you use a sort of hue of red. For depressions, and then for holes, you use a combination of, I think, first a raspberry colored Sharpie marker and then a brown Sharpie marker. Or maybe it's the other way around. Either way, by combining a raspberry Sharpie marker with a brown Sharpie marker, you get a darker hue of brown. Which is good for making depressions on darker skin hues. Though it has been noted that I'm expecting a delivery of a special edition pack called Portraits of Us of Sharpies from Amazon. These Sharpies are meant to represent different skin tones on the human spectrum. And Mom told me at one point at least that she found that Dilophosaurus costume to be pretty funny. While I made efforts to rearrange the marker satchel, I did a bit of work on the personal project, in particular on the right side. I finished the details of the ear. And then later in the afternoon, to maybe in the early evening, I started work on a jack-o'-lantern polystyrene drawing off of a cup. And I think if I recall correctly, it was based off 2 images of jack-o'-lanterns that I had to go on Google in order to find, because I initially found one of them on my mobile phone the other day, but couldn't find them initially on web because on web, instead of having Google Chrome, instead of having Google as my search engine, I have Microsoft Bing as my search engine on web. It's to be expected, 2 different search engines, 2 different results. Luckily, I was able to go get on Google so I could find those reference images and draw in the face.